Have you ever felt like you're the one everyone takes for granted? Like people see you coming and think, easy target, let's take advantage? Let me tell you something. You're not imagining it, and you're definitely not crazy for noticing. The hard truth is, some people will test your boundaries, mistake your kindness for weakness, and treat you like a pawn in their personal game. Why? Because they think you won't catch on. But guess what? That all stops today. In this video, we're diving deep into 7 reasons people try to play you for a fool, and more importantly, how to flip the script. By the end, not only will you see their moves coming from a mile away, but they'll wish they had never underestimated you in the first place. So if you're ready to reclaim your power, hold your ground, and make them think twice about messing with you, sit back and let's get to work. It's time to stop being their fool and start being their wake-up call. 1. You don't set boundaries. People take advantage of you because you let them. Plain and simple. Boundaries are not about pushing people away. They are about teaching people how to treat you. When you fail to set limits, people assume they can take without asking, demand without giving, and cross lines without consequences. Imagine a door with no lock. Anyone can walk in, take what they want, and leave. That's what happens when you don't set boundaries. People help themselves to your time, your energy, and even your peace of mind. So how do you fix this? Start small. Say no without guilt. Stop explaining yourself to people who don't respect you. Make your limits clear and enforce them. When you respect your own boundaries, others will too. And if they don't, that tells you everything you need to know about them. 2. You're too trusting. Trust is a beautiful thing, but blind trust is dangerous. Some people earn your trust. Others expect it without ever proving themselves. If you trust too easily, you might find yourself constantly disappointed, manipulated, or used by those who never had your best interests at heart. The Stoics believed that trust should be built on actions, not words. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Look beneath the surface. Let not the mere aspect of things mislead you." Instead of trusting people just because they seem nice, pay attention to how they treat you over time. Do their words match their actions? Are they consistent in how they show up for you? Do they only come around when they need something? Trust should be earned, not given away freely. Guard it wisely. 3. You ignore red flags. Red flags are there for a reason. They warn you before things get worse. They show up in small ways. A gut feeling, a little lie, a dismissive attitude, before they grow into something toxic. Yet many people ignore them because they hope things will change. The hard truth, they won't. If someone disrespects you once and faces no consequences, they will do it again. The Stoics believed in facing reality as it is, not as we wish it to be. If you keep making excuses for bad behavior, you're not being kind, you're being blind. Listen to the warnings. Pay attention to patterns, not promises. And when someone shows you who they really are, believe them the first time. 4. You're afraid of confrontation. Do you stay silent when someone crosses the line? Do you avoid speaking up because you don't want to upset anyone? If so, people will take advantage of that fear. Evil people, manipulators, and even well-meaning but selfish individuals will push your limits to see what they can get away with. If you don't push back, they will keep taking more. Stoic wisdom reminds us that true strength comes from facing discomfort instead of avoiding it. Epictetus wrote, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The next time someone disrespects you, stand your ground. Even if your voice shakes, even if your heart races, even if it feels uncomfortable. Because the more you practice confrontation, the stronger you become. And soon people will think twice before trying to walk all over you. 5. You seek validation from others. Do you constantly need approval to feel worthy? Do you let others decide your value? If so, you are giving away your power. When people know that you need their validation, they will withhold it, manipulate it, and use it as leverage against you. The solution? Validate yourself first. Stop waiting for compliments. Stop chasing recognition. Start believing in yourself, even when no one else does. Seneca once said, "A wise man is content with himself." Your worth is not up for debate. Decide that you are enough and act like it. 6. You fear being alone. Some people stay in toxic friendships, abusive relationships, or one-sided connections simply because they fear loneliness more than mistreatment. But here's the thing. Being alone is better than being surrounded by people who drain you. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." Embrace solitude. Use it to grow. Learn that you can be whole without needing constant company. And once you master being alone, you'll never tolerate being half loved, half respected, or half valued again. 7. You give too much without receiving. Generosity is a beautiful thing, isn't it? It's like sunlight, bringing life and hope to everything it touches. But even the sun needs to set, because if it shines endlessly, without time to recharge, it burns out. The same goes for you. When you give too much without ever receiving, you might think it's kindness, but in reality, it often makes you a target for being taken advantage of. When you don't set limits, people will take everything from you without a second thought. And before you know it, you'll be empty, exhausted, and wondering why they never appreciated you. Let me share the story of David. David was the go-to guy for everyone. Need help moving? Call David. Need a loan? David's got you. Need an extra shift covered? David will do it. At first, he thought he was building strong relationships, but over time, he realized that the people he helped rarely checked in on him. They never asked if he was okay. They never even said thank you. David wasn't just drained. He started questioning his own worth. The issue isn't your generosity, it's how you give. As Maya Angelou wisely said, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. If people only take without ever giving back, that's a red flag. Kindness doesn't mean sacrificing yourself. It's about creating balance. Stoic philosophy teaches that giving should come from abundance, not depletion. Think of your energy as a bank account. If you keep withdrawing without depositing, you'll go bankrupt. So protect your energy by setting boundaries, learning to say no, focusing on relationships where giving is mutual. Remember, saying no doesn't make you selfish. It shows you understand your value and are willing to protect your peace. Because in the end, true kindness isn't about giving endlessly. It's about knowing when to hold back to take care of yourself. Final thoughts. You've now learned the 7 reasons why people might try to play you for a fool. But let me tell you something. This isn't the end of your story, it's just the beginning. Because here's the good news. Every single reason we discussed is within your control. That's right, you hold the power to change it all. You can set boundaries and protect your peace. You can trust wisely, focusing on actions over words. You can affirm yourself, celebrating your own worth instead of chasing approval. You can confront issues even if your voice trembles. You can recognize red flags and walk away when necessary. You can balance your generosity with wisdom. And you can embrace solitude as a sacred space for growth. Above all, you can learn from every experience. The good, the bad, and even the messy. Because here's the truth. People will test your limits. They'll try to exploit your kindness or see how far you'll go to accommodate them. But they can only succeed if you allow them. So don't give them that permission. Stand tall, speak your truth, and refuse to let anyone diminish your light or dictate your worth. Remember Eleanor Roosevelt's wise words. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. That's the truth. You're not a victim of circumstance or someone else's opinion. You are the author of your own story. And when you take ownership of your choices, your narrative, and your power, you become truly unstoppable. So don't just hear these words, live them. Set boundaries. Trust wisely. Walk with courage. Step away from what doesn't serve you and let the world see who you truly are, a powerful, confident, and unstoppable individual. Because the world needs the boldest, fullest version of you. Not a timid, held-back imitation. Thank you for showing up. Keep shining.